Rising, family. Whew, getting ready to go to State of the Nation. Yeah, it is second or third day in the whole week, and I'm getting ready to register. It's so dark. It's supposed to be upset. Anyway, let me get back to what I was dealing with.
Fascinating people at the top of their games, from actors and performers to experts in science, medicine, and law enforcement. Plus, in-depth courses help you navigate life and relationships.
Let's get programmed for success.
This Fill in the Blanks, available on Apple Podcast and Stitcher.
A really interesting show today. We went through some different topics. We started off with young women deciding to get elective sterilization at a relatively early age. We talked about those toxins that are lurking not only in our homes but potentially in some of the things we're eating. So you know what? It comes down to choices in life. And sometimes those choices we make are tough, and we have to live with those choices. So think very carefully before making a big decision. For example, undergoing sterilization. Think about the future, talk to somebody, get multiple opinions if necessary. Obviously, do what you can. We gave you some great tips to keep your household as toxic-free as possible. That's today's Daily Power Prescription. For anything you missed on today's show, visit us at doctorstv.com. We'll see you next time.
Chooses to be this type of
Hello everyone, this is Marisa Casilera, and today we're in sunny and beautiful Ottawa, Puerto Rico to try some piña colada at the home where it was created, Barachina. And here I am with owner William Neff of Barachina Restaurant. Thank you for having us here. The place is beautiful and it's so much bigger than we expected.
And continue to develop within the magic that I
See,
have.
before the pirate came over.
Because there is
Well, the specialty here is
also
the piña colada because it was created here.
once you
How
have
many years ago was that?
such powers within it.
Wow, and to this day, this is a place where all tourists come to try the original piña colada. Okay, but it's not only about the piña colada and the 200 wine labels, it's also about the food. What are some of the favorite dishes that people pre-order here?
You guys came here because I have so much things to that it's insane. And I got my radio going, my TV going, my laptop going, my laptop, my iPad going, and so I'm just aligning myself and not making anything with what is going to be required. So we're just taking our time to make sure that we can continue to keep the spirit, because when you come to a level of higher level of laughing, you have to be there on the lower level. That's the point. So yeah, this is right now I'm going through having to, I mean, really and truly, I feel like in a stage or a state of shock for a while because it's been that, constantly having to regenerate yourself to sustain these brutal attacks, and try your best not to blame anyone, just take responsibility. Take responsibility for giving them the benefit of the doubt, and take responsibility for actually knowing without doubt or contradiction. Just like that. So, yeah. Every time it is always important to feel when things are working in your favor so that you can continue to heal yourself as being in the right place at the right time, getting the proper healing. Because each and every time you generate the power of your healing, or the healing of your power, the power of your healing, you go out there and you're doing your best to
We'll try to do
heal
it physically.
yourself
That
as well
also
as
will
heal
be
others,
watching
because
within the
it
next
is
2 weeks. But I just want to take this opportunity
So
to
anyways,
welcome back our students,
it
our
looks however
teachers, faculty, and
doesn't
everybody else, and all the other school-based personnel. I know you're returning to school under less than the ideal circumstances,
so
but
my
we're just following what the experts
so I feel like I've
says
been through
and looking
I
at all the
feel
data
like
to
I've been
make
through
sure that we
plastic
keep you,
surgery,
the students, everybody
right?
else safe during this global
Because
pandemic.
just doing
territory address
a
was
few
scheduled for Monday,
days,
January 10th.
1,
In
2,
light of
3
COVID, he
days
says
of
that's now
yoga.
been pushed back to
I
January
told you all you
24th,
have
so
to
that
do
when it
is
happens,
one
everybody
plank
can be as
a
safe
day.
as possible. In
As
St.
soon
Thomas,
as you
Ali
start
Carbonite,
one plank a
USDA
day, you will
News.
start to feel the difference.
Thank you, Ali. And before we
So,
continue our coronavirus coverage
that's
today, we want to
basically
bring you details of a couple of major local drug busts. Take a look at
like I
this.
said,
More than
yesterday,
1,400
I
pounds
was
of
really,
cocaine
really
is seized after
bored
law enforcement
and
intercepted a
on
vessel near St. Croix.
with all
U.S.
the
Customs and Border Protection Air and Marine Operations agents,
in the,
along with Homeland Security Investigations
time.
and the DEA, stopped the
Illegal.
twin-engine
You know,
boat
if they don't
with
make
4
it to the beach,
citizens of the British Virgin Islands on board.
I was just doing
According
it
to
in the
police, they were transporting 1,470 pounds or 667 kilos of cocaine with an estimated street value of nearly $20 million. A law enforcement aircraft spotted the boat with a suspected contraband noticeable on the boat's deck, according to police. So they stopped the boat 20 nautical miles east of St. Croix. The 4 men were arrested and are now facing several drug charges. Meantime, a Florida man is nabbed at the St. Thomas airport for allegedly trying to smuggle tens of thousands of dollars worth of pot into the territory. He is identified as Cameron Roll of Orlando, Florida. According to the VI Attorney General, back on January 6th, he was found to be in possession of 16 pounds of marijuana at the Cyril King Airport. The marijuana has a street value of anywhere between $40,000 and $50,000. U.S. Customs officials detained Roll after it was discovered he had traveled on a Spirit Airlines flight from Orlando to St. Thomas with the 16 pounds of marijuana in his checked baggage. He's going to be charged with possession of marijuana with intent to distribute later this month. Turning now to COVID and cruise ships. Shortly after the CDC raised its warning level on ships to very high, it now also says every U.S. cruise ship with passengers on board also has COVID on board. So why are passengers still booking trips and are ships still setting sail? Reporter Carrie Sanders has more.
As a small armada of cruise ships set sail from Port Miami, Port Everglades, and Port Lauderdale, and from other ports around the U.S., the U.S. cruise industry is trying to stay on course despite stormy seas once again created by COVID.
Norwegian Cruise Line canceling voyages on 8 ships, citing ongoing travel restrictions. The Norwegian Pearl returning to port after just 1 day at sea.
They told us crew members got sick with COVID and they were turning around and coming back.
In recent weeks, a number of ports from Mexico to the Caribbean turning away ships with COVID outbreaks on board. The CDC cautioning against cruise travel, writing the chance of getting COVID-19 on cruise ships is very high, even if you are fully vaccinated and have received a booster dose.
When you look at the CDC recommendations, it would seemingly discourage anybody from taking a cruise. What do you tell people getting on cruises?
Well, the CDC's travel advisory does not prohibit cruising. Cruise ships are operating, people are still free to take cruises, and I would tell people to take a hard look at all of the protocols that are in place.
Cruise lines suspended operations from U.S. ports in March 2020 and did not resume until June 2021 because of the pandemic. The industry estimates it lost more than $30 billion.
Ahoy there, sailors.
Professional cruise reviewer Billy Hirsch is not changing his plans. He recently returned from a trip, his 11th since cruising restarted, and he's planning to sail again on Saturday to Mexico's Costa Maya.
All cruise lines that are operating right now require at
Look what I'm
least
watching.
95% of all
That's
persons
the
on
best,
board
right?
are vaccinated.
And he
All
looks
crew
so
must be
good, right?
vaccinated.
Hirsch says he
Because
expects to
these
be
girls,
masking more
or
on
this
his next
girl,
trip
or
and
these
avoiding
women,
some of the ship's more crowded
the
areas.
rest of the
But he
ladies
says
who
he and his wife say
that
being
man
on board
they're
feels
real
no
estate
more
brokers.
risky
These
than
is
going
the
out alone.
deeds. I'm
Cruising
going to
right now
get
is
to
still
these
by the numbers
girls.
a very safe option, safer than a lot of places on land because of all those precautions between vaccination and testing and other precautions that the lines are taking.
So as new COVID-19 cases continue to climb throughout the U.S., the CDC updated its guidance for preventing virus spread in grades K through 12. And there is a new call as well for variant-specific vaccines.
Across the U.S., a 7-day average of more than 600,000 new COVID-19 cases a day, with hospitalizations nearing a record high.
Omicron has rapidly become the
Synonyms. You've
predominant
got
variant,
Winston.
and cases have substantially increased to rates higher than we have seen at any point throughout this pandemic.
COVID-19 cases in children reach a record level 2. With that, new CDC guidance to help slow the spread in K through 12 schools. The agency says unvaccinated children exposed to the virus should quarantine for at least 5 days after that exposure. Infected students, teachers, and staff should isolate for at least 5 full days. After that, masks are recommended around others for another 5 days. The agency also urges some extracurricular activities and sports to be canceled or go virtual
in
to
Atlanta,
protect in-person
I
learning.
wanted to
If you
have
have
like
real invest in public health
3 to
and
4
work
ranch
together,
properties. I had a whole big
we're just out there
listing.
together.
Some U.S. health experts say coexisting with COVID may need
All the
variant-specific
properties I was using
vaccines.
today.
If we update our
Throughout
vaccines
this
to match the Omicron variant,
It's okay.
not only can we reestablish both arms of powerful immunity, but we can also be better prepared for the next change of the virus.
Experts say using the tools we have against COVID-19, like vaccines, will allow us to control this virus like we do the flu.
And again, here in the Virgin Islands, in-person learning, which was supposed to start this week, has now been postponed because of the spread of COVID-19. That's been set back to the 24th now for the public schools. And when it comes to children in COVID, CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky said studies show the rate of COVID hospitalizations among unvaccinated adolescents is about 11 times higher when compared to their fully vaccinated peers. A look at your local forecast with Straight Past here on USBI News. Plus, we have more on the story that we brought you last week about dogs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Apparently,
I'm gonna text you
they
later. Goodbye.
understand that their
This thing
native
will stop on immediately after a while. But
USBI News.
I don't know what I just did. So.
Your business rewards even more with the new Premier Business Rewards. Earn double points on restaurants, gas stations, telecommunications, and office supplies. 1 point on all other